Good morning, everyone. Let's understand models from our chapter number 11 of our English grammar book. Models are those verbs that are used with main verbs and express different moods, meanings, and attitudes like permission, possibility, certainty, necessity, ability, and suggestion. The most important models are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, and ought to. First of all, let's discuss some points to be remembered. Modal verbs are not complete verbs and they are always followed by a main verb. They cannot stand on their own unless used in a question tag. For example, you can't finish this today, can you? Second point to be remembered is modal verbs stay in the base or root form. They do not change their form according to the person or number of the subject. Examples, he can draw. And second example, they can draw. The third point is the following modal verbs are used in the present tense: can, will, shall, may, must, ought to. And the following modal verbs are used in the past tense: could, would, should, might. Let's understand the usage of main modals. The first one is can and could. Can and could are used to express ability or capacity. For example, I can cross the river. It is showing the capability. It can rain any time now. Possibility. When I was very young, I could cross the river. Past tense of can is used here. Can or could can be used to seek and grant permission. For example, can I use your phone? It is informal or friendly way to seek permission. Could I leave now? It is very polite and formal form of seeking permission. They can be used to express possibility or capacity, which we have already discussed. For example, the rain can come today. It is a strong possibility. Sonali could run faster than Harish, weak possibility. Then Mohan can keep wickets, capacity. We can also use can and could to express an offer or a suggestion. For example, you can go for a movie with your friend. It is expressing an offer. You should get a seat booked in advance. It is expressing a suggestion. The second model to be discussed is may and might. They are mostly used in formal situations. First one is to seek or express permission. Examples, may I come in, ma'am? It is a formal permission. Second is, he said that I might go in. It is used as the past tense of may. May and might can also be used to express a chance or possibility. Examples, Ananya may be in her room, a good possibility. It might rain tomorrow, a weak possibility. May can also be used to express wish, hope, and prayers. For example, may you live long. It is used to express wish. May success be yours, hope. May God fulfill your all wishes, prayers. Now let's understand the usage of will. Will is used in many ways to express decisions made or intentions expressed at the time of speaking. For example, I shall return by the morning train. I will always remember what you have done for me. Then predict or express simple future. The principal will turn you out if you do not mend your ways. Furthermore, will can be used to announce some future event. For example, we will go back home after the performance, and to indicate habits and characteristics. For example, Matthew will play for hours on the computer. Now, would is used first as the past equivalent of will. For example, he said, I will not come tomorrow. The past tense of this sentence would be, he informed that he would not come the following day. The second is as indication of past habits or characters. For example, sometimes he would get angry with me. And the third is to make polite request. For example, Would you drop me at Delhi Gate, please? Now let's understand the usage of shall and should. Shall can be used to ask the will of the person addressed. For example, shall I buy you an ice cream? Offer a suggestion. For example, shall we seek the help of experts? To seek advice. For example, what shall I do about it? Or to indicate obligation. For example, members shall pay the membership fees regularly. Now, should is used as the past tense of shall. For example, he asked her whether he should buy an ice cream. To express duty or obligation, for example, we should follow traffic rules. To express logical deduction, for example, there is a huge traffic near the station. Jack should be late for dinner. To suggest, to give advice or ask for suggestions or advice. Examples: you should exercise regularly to be fit. Should we exercise regularly? Then the last one is to indicate probability. For example, India should win the match against Australia. Let's understand the usage of must and ought to. Must is used to express strong obligation. For example, you must improve your handwriting. And to express a necessity. The country must assure education for all. Now, ought to is used to express moral duty. For example, you ought to help the poor and the needy. Children, the point to be noted here is ought to indicates that it is the right thing to do. I hope you all must have understood. Stay at home, stay safe and healthy.